It's a great honor to welcome all of you on behalf of Eaton Business School, a division of Westford Education Group. I am Usha, your host for the evening. Requesting all of you kindly be seated with your mobile phones on silent and maintain the COVID protocols for an outstanding graduation experience celebrating our graduates from diverse nationalities. Now, let us welcome the procession led by the mace bearer. COVID-19 pandemic has really changed everything around the world, from our basic routinary way of living, of celebration, of big events has suddenly shifted to the new normal. But well, learners, you have made it. So let's have a round of applause to all of you to join us today on the occasion of Commencement Day of 2022 of our dear students of Eaton Business School in association with Guglielmo Marconi University, Italy. We are delighted to extend our gratitude to all of you for this wonderful milestone at Eaton Business School's calendar as we celebrate the achievements of our students. I am so pleased that we all could gather today in person, something that we do not take for granted anymore. This is an unusual ceremony in an extraordinary time, which reminds us of the simple joy of being together. I now request Dr. Vivek Mohan, our Dean, to kindly take the stage and deliver the welcome address. Please put your hands together to welcome Dr. Vivek.
Good afternoon. It is with great honor I stand here to celebrate the success of our graduates in these extraordinary times. We at Eaton Business School teach our MBA candidates to think originally, be creative, and push the boundaries to go beyond conventional leadership. Today, this year, Eaton Business School is proud to announce that there are 120 GMU graduates from around 45 countries. So big round of applause to who have graduated. The pandemic has been a time for reflection, and we've realized how fragile normality is and how important patience and perseverance are. And yes, indeed, we have persevered, and today we are here as a result of manifestation of dreams, expectations. Please allow me to first welcome my fellow panel members to this graduation ceremony hosted by Eaton Business School in association with Guglielmo Marconi University, Italy. Gentlemen, as and when I say your names, you may please stand up and wave. First of all, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome the chair of the panel, Mr. Firoz Tarinal, CEO, Westwood Education Group. I'd like to welcome our board of directors, starting with Professor Anil Ahluwalia, Academic Director, Westwood Education Group. Big round of applause, guys. Mr. Mashrook Ali, Executive Director, Eaton Business School. And off stage, we have Mr. Hanil Haridas, Co-founder and Executive Director, Westwood Education Group. And Mr. Samris Maimi, Co-founder and Executive Director, Westwood Education Group. Right, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our guests from Guglielmo Marconi University, Italy. Guglielmo Marconi University and us, we've had a fruitful, long-lasting relationship. We had our first bunch of graduates back in 2017, and it's been a great journey so far. We are pleased that our delegates from GMU have graciously accepted our invite and is here to facilitate the ceremony. I'd like to first welcome Alessio Accomani, President and General Director, GMU. Please stand up. Mr. Arthur Laval, Head of Research and Development and International Relations Department, GMU. Tommaso Sasso, Professor and Director of Marketing Department, GMU. Thank you. Off stage, we have Ms. Carla Di Canto, Head of Communications Department, GMU. Can you please stand up? Oh, she's not. And Ms. Paolo Permani, Head of Didactics Department, GMU. Thank you very much, guys, and thanks for accepting our invite. I'd like to now welcome the staff members at GMU and Westwood Education Group. Team EBS is busy running the show, from the faculty team to the admissions, to the marketing, to the design, to the HR, to the finance, to the accounts. Welcome to the ceremony, guys. Big round of applause to Team EBS for making this happen. I'd like to welcome the families and the loved ones of the students who are graduating today. This is, of course, a special, special day for you guys because you have sacrificed so much. And I'd like to welcome you guys to the ceremony as well. Big round of applause. Last but not the least, now I'd like to welcome our champions, our graduates, to this convocation event. I request all the graduates to please stand up. So, a champion once said, our limits are just like our fears. It is more often just an illusion. This is your day. This is a culmination of your hard work, your dedication, your perseverance through the most extraordinary of times. And we are proud to host this graduation event to celebrate your success. So why don't we let the world know how excited you are to graduate? Are you excited to graduate? Are you excited to graduate? Once again, are you excited to graduate? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the class of 2022 Guelmo Marconi University MBA students from Eaton Business School. Big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You may please be seated. Thank you. On that note, on behalf of Eaton Business School and Westwood Education Group, it is my pleasure to kickstart the proceedings for Graduation Day 2022, hosted by Eaton Business School. Enjoy the festivities, enjoy the day, and may the force be with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek, for such a pleasant welcome. I now pass the dais to our CEO, Mr. Firoz Tairinil, for the congratulatory address. Let's have a round of applause for Mr. Firoz.
Thank you. It's my extreme pleasure to invite and welcome the delegates from GMU Italy, all the proud graduates, their parents, their friends, and all other people assembled in this house. This is a great moment and moment of success, moment of celebration. So I have no intention to make it a boring speech or a spoiled sport. So I'll make it very short and sweet as possible. But I have to talk as they asked me to speak about something. So I thought I will speak about strategy. I know that you have been going through enough strategy classes, so I'm not going to give a boring lecture. That means rest assured. But I just want to emphasize on one simple thing about a personal strategy. Many of you may have it, some of them never thought about having a personal strategy. And what is the importance of having a personal strategy? All we know that we are hearing a lot of changes, going around new words and all this thing, especially when it comes to the AI revolutions. Of course, it's revolutionizing everything. And recently we started talking about metaverse, meta living, meta working environment. So there are a lot of changes going to be in next couple of years, maybe 5, 6 years. You will see the way of we are living, way of our work, everything going to be changing. So as any revolution, you know that there will be some people will be benefiting out of, some people will be kind of victimized on that. So I'm not a great proponent of AI, nor I'm skeptical about it. But I'm very confident about one thing. This current revolution is going to give a lot of opportunities. So it's up to you how you are going to take the benefit of this revolution. So here comes the importance of having a personal strategy. As you know that things are changing, the way we live, the way we work, the way we study, everything is getting changed very high pace, unlike before. So it is very important to have kind of a strategy for upskilling yourself, kind of monitoring what's happening around, whether it's on personal or it's on your work or your business, whatever way it is, because it's not going to be the same after 5 years. So you need to create a strategy to upgrade yourself, upscale yourself with a new technology, new way of doing business, or new way of learning, or new of learning. Unless you do that, you may not be the beneficiary side of the revolution. So it has to be a conscious effort. It has to be a conscious effort in order to ensure that when the opportunity comes and on the doors, you are ready with whatever required skill set or kind of knowledge or kind of adaptation to that particular segment. So this is my humble request to all the graduates today sitting here. Probably some of you will be thinking that this is the end of your learning. No, actually it's the start of your learning. And you have to really strategize. It cannot be happen as a normal process because the rate of change is very high, so it has to be strategized. So please create a strategy for yourself in order to upskill, whether you are in business, Try to understand what's happening, what the changes happening within your industry or business, what you're doing, and try to adopt as fast as possible because you won't get much time about it. So that's what I want to emphasize on the personal strategy. As I said, I have no intention to play a spoil sport, and I take this opportunity to wish all the success to all the graduates and all the people in this room. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Firoz, for such an inspiring note. Now, I pass the dice toward, let's welcome our academic director, Professor Anil Ahluwalia, who will be giving the much-awaited academic speech. Let's welcome Professor Anil Ahluwalia with a thunderous applause.
Thank you. A very good afternoon to our esteemed guests from Guglielmo Marconi University, Italy, the Eaton Business School staff members, also the Westport Education Group staff and members, our esteemed students, and not to forget your loved ones, your near and dear ones sitting behind you, and all others whom I have not mentioned who are present here, a very warm and a hearty welcome to you on behalf of Eaton Business School. You know, today is a day of reckoning. It's a day you're never going to forget in your life. It's going to be etched indelibly in your minds. And it takes my mind back maybe a few decades back when I graduated, and it's still very, very fresh. And I'm sure that freshness, the fragrance, will always remain, even wherever you are, in whatever time period you are. Now, I am also a faculty, I teach, so I don't want to start over there, in terms of me teaching, but I'd just like to share my experiences maybe with you, and if some of those experiences, I guess you can maybe imbibe, I'll be very happy if it helps you out in that way. So I'll just tell you some of my maybe few stories. I'm not going to take long, but whatever little time I have, I just want to share a few anecdotes. The first thing I'd like to tell you about is opportunity. I think Firoz was also mentioning about opportunity when he was talking of the strategic element. And I've realized that a lot of opportunities comes one's way. Now, there are some major opportunities that comes your way, which are very at a macro level. You'll be able to see them. You're getting some wonderful job. You're getting a fantastic promotion. You got a lottery. It can be anything. Great opportunity. But I want to tell you, these opportunities will come, but there'll be few of them. A lot of opportunities come which you may not be aware of. It's just encounters which occur. You'll just be meeting people, and that turns out maybe into some fantastic opportunities later. I still remember when I was a kid, and I was just passing out of my school. My father asked me, I was in my 11th standard, till that time it was just 11th, then you had to go to a college or whatever. And he asked me, what do you want to do? What do you want to become? I told him I want to become a pilot. I was very keen to join the Air Force, become a pilot, become a fighter pilot. So I had that kind of a passion, and I was a young, maybe student in the 11th. He said, okay, if you want to be, it's fine. So I studied for it, I worked hard for it. I took the exam, so passed in that, I was happy, and then there's a services selection board. It takes about a week of a lot of things happening there. Passed that also. Then there's a pilot aptitude battery test, little critical, but very important, because you can't fail in that. Passed that too, and I was elated. I said, wow, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. So I'm going to become a pilot. But fate and destiny had other things. There was still a medical left. And I knew medical, I thought I was a young guy, absolutely fit and fine, and I'll just go through it smoothly. Now, medical is a tough medical, they have in the Air Force. And I was rejected in the medical. They said, you're all okay, but, some scoliosis of the spine, they said, which I didn't understand that time. And so you cannot go through this particular branch. But you can join the Army or the Navy. I said, no, I was only interested in the Air Force. So I was very disappointed. I had failed. And I joined, of course, then later I joined my college in St. Stephen's College in Delhi, if you know. I joined that college, and we were just sitting in a garden, reminiscing the good days of the college, when a friend of mine approached me and said, you know, there's an exam for the, you know, the army or something. And I said, yeah, currently not. I wanted to join the Air Force. But he said, let's try out. You know, we're going to a good city. I said, okay. Anyway, just to cut short, I took that exam, everything went through, same procedure, and I got selected, and I joined the army, and that was the best decision I took in my life. I was not aware of it that time. Just that small encounter sitting in my college changed my whole life. And that's what I'm talking about, the opportunity. It's not to do with, many times you'll fail, it's okay. It's fine to fail. You know, because with opportunities comes also success and failure. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail. But failure is a good thing. It teaches you how not to do that again. When Edison was asked why 1,000 times he failed, he could not produce an electric bulb, he says, I've learned 1,000 ways of how not to do it, and I'll get it right the next time. So failure is not bad. And I can quote you many examples from my life and others, you know, where it taught us a lot of things. So that's one thing I would like you to probably take home, that small encounters, small gestures are always important. 10 years back, I met Firoz, I met Hanil, I met Samdas and Mashrook. Oh, just a chance encounter. 10 years later, I'm addressing you as part of that particular institution. And it's a lifelong relationship we forged. Just one encounter. Those are the kind of opportunities. So keep your mind open. Keep yourself available. Look for those things. And they are small things. Like I said, they're not very big things to look in life. Just also reminds me, just taking you back to a story. You know, I have 2 children, a daughter and a son. My son is younger. So I asked him when he was young in school. I said, what do you want to become? What do you want to do? He says, Dad, ask me what I don't want to do. I said, okay, what don't you want to do? So he said, I don't like, you know, these maybe 9 to 6 jobs and all. So I said, okay, join the army, you know, or join some other profession where, you know, they don't have these kind of fixed hours. He says, no. I said, what do you want to do then? He says, I want to become a pilot. And mind you, I had never, ever spoken to him about my, you know, that I tried to be a pilot. Even my wife didn't know probably. Later on, of course, I discussed all this with them. Or, you know, I said, okay. But he was young then. I said, just to cut short here, today, he's a pilot with a leading airline in India. So that's what, the second point I want to get about is about passion. It's what you want to do. It's what you like. And all of us have different passions. They cannot be the same. But follow that passion. But with passion also comes another thing called self-belief. That's what I've learned. Passion is not enough. You've got to believe in yourself. Once you start believing in yourself, you'll be able to achieve that. But doesn't matter. You'll fail. Doesn't matter. I told you failure is good. Fail, try again. And somewhere down the line, with your hard work, perseverance, focus, you will succeed. So those are some of the things I'd like you to carry home in terms of, you know, small things in life get you bigger results. Don't look at the bigger picture. Your bigger picture is also important. I'm not saying it's not important. It's good. But don't forget those small things. And those small things have to do with your daily lives also. The small things have to do with your own family members, with your colleagues, with your friends. What can you do to help them even in a very small way? So with that, I once again congratulate each and every one of you for working hard, persevering, having that passion and maybe the self-belief to complete this program with the college and emerging victorious today and to be attending this graduation ceremony. And don't forget that you alone are not achieving this. There are very important people in your lives whose support, if you had not got, you wouldn't have done this. And those people are sitting behind in the form of your spouses, your parents, your friends, your children, your colleagues. Without their support, you couldn't have done this. So be thankful to them. So thank you all, and I wish you all the best, and may your aspirations, all your aspirations for the future come true. Thank you.
That was an amazing message. Thank you, sir. Now, it's time for our keynote speeches of the ceremony to be delivered by the delegates of Guglielmo Marconi University, Italy. First, I welcome Mr. Arturo Lavelle, Head of Research and Development and International Research Relations Departments. Let us have a round of applause for Mr. Arturo.
Good afternoon, everybody. Firstly, sorry for my voice. Secondly, on behalf of the President, General Director, Dr. Alessio Comanni, and Director, Professor Alessandra Briganti, I would like to share with you the huge pleasure and honor of Guglielmo Marconi University to be present here today. This graduation ceremony has a twofold value. On the one hand, of course, it is the deserved culmination of your study path. On the other, it also represents like a sort of new start, a new beginning after 2 years of pandemic. As you know, we are living in a period which is extremely complex and uncertain. Global trends such as climate change, digitalization, geopolitical shifts, and so forth have been accelerated by the explosion of COVID-19, which has changed the world, our life, our society, our economy, the way in which we communicate and approach the others. And governments, companies, the society as a whole have been asked to develop a new value chains, a higher adaptable production capacity, more flexible businesses, especially when value chains serve basic human needs, such as healthcare or security. But in order to do that, everybody agrees on a crucial factor, which is human capital. People need knowledge, skills, competencies, and the abilities to face challenges and issues. So that is why higher education institutions are called to play a crucial role in having an impact on socioeconomic recovery, to be more innovative, to equip people with the right skills that are crucial nowadays. Guglielmo Marconi Universities and Eaton Business School and Western Group as a whole started their collaboration with this objective years before the pandemic, continuously improving the quality and the alignment of the contents with the requirements of the international labor market. That is why today we are so proud to see our students achieving their certificates, being aware that along with EBS, we have contributed to give you the right tools to compete in the global arena. As Guglielmo Marconi Universities, as your university, we wish you all the best for your future and plenty of successes in your personal and professional growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arturo, for those enlightening words. Next, I shall now pass the floor to Mr. Tommaso Sasso, Professor and Director of Marketing Department. Can we have a round of applause for Mr. Tommaso?
Thank you, everybody. As you probably know, Guglielmo Marconi University is the most prestigious Italian open university, thanks to the leadership of our president, Alessio Comanni. Our undergraduate and postgraduate courses are built with strict criteria of high quality and the excellence of our professors. This makes our graduates particularly trained to face the competitive work environment, as the university has always kept pace with the most relevant demand of the constantly evolving market. For us, this means having collaboration agreements with large multinational companies, both in terms of training activities and participation in scientific projects, including digital transformation. Collaboration with you, with Eaton Business School, therefore, is a part of this dedication to quality, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on the excellence of the MBA courses that you have built, for the high quality of the teaching and the organizational staff. And this allowed us to validate these courses with great satisfaction and honor. I therefore congratulate all the graduates for having achieved this important milestone. I'm sure this will bring you rewards and competitive advantage that will benefit you for your future. I would like to conclude wishing you the best in your future endeavors. Thanks.
That was so refreshing. Thank you, sir. Now, we shall proceed with the GMU graduation proceedings. For the same, I would like to welcome my co-comparers, our academic educators, Mr. Shahid Wani and Ms. Salma Yahia, to take over the proceedings.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Salma Yahya. I'm so happy to be here. It's always inspiring to wear this every time. I remember the day I graduated. I graduated only 1 decade ago. But I still remember that moment. It was so inspiring. So yes, it's my honor and my pleasure to be standing here today, witnessing the graduation of all those beautiful minds here. And I would like to sincerely congratulate you for making it to this honorable recognition. So be proud, you have successfully made it. And now we will share a very short film illustrating the inspiring journey of our graduates.
In 2007, me and my family arrived in Dubai seeking better opportunities in life. Since then, I've been working in various corporate environments. Corporate environment wasn't very demanding at then.
I started my career in civil engineering back in South Africa. You know, it's actually crazy to think I've been in Dubai for 5.5 years already. The end of each project quickly showed me that continuing on that career path, I would just never be able to have a family.
As working as an executive assistant to the C-suite management and as a corporate specialist, I always felt when I'm leading the projects that there is always a knowledge gap.
Opportunity presented itself when a recruiter reached out to me to work in Dubai, co-managing one of the largest precast factories in the Gulf. But I had a problem. I did not have the skills or the education for this, so I knew something needed to change.
I was looking for the right program that will actually serve my purpose. I knew to overcome the barriers I was facing, the key solution would be pursuing an MBA.
Finding out what would be the right program for me to study, and I stumbled upon Eaton Business School. What I liked about them is the entire program was online.
Time was a key factor. because being a working mother, I did not have ample time in my hand. What really attracted me was the flexible learning approach Eaton offered to me.
Not just that, I would be getting an executive MBA in general management.
It was, very interactive and engaging.
They had a supporting faculty, a fully accredited university, flexible hours in learning, and it was quite cost effective.
Thanks to EBS, my MBA qualification has helped me personally and professionally.
It was so exciting working with students from across the world. Throughout the last year, how we all grew together, learned together.
I'm so very excited and so very proud to get onto that stage and hold my MBA degree.
I will have that opportunity to stand amongst all of you as we take our hats and toss it into the sky at our graduation.
I'm so proud of my achievement and thank you EBS for making it possible.
Thanks to EBS for making this possible.
I'm so looking forward for my graduation day.
I'm so looking forward to my graduation day.
Thank you. So as our honorable guests have mentioned, seizing opportunities is very important. The video shows how seizing an opportunity like this has changed the lives of our graduates on a personal and a professional level as well. So now we come to the moment that all graduates look up to. We will call out the names, and for this, I kindly request Mr. Tommaso Sasso, Professor and Director of Marketing Department, to come over to the stage to hand in the certificates. Thank you, Professor. Vidyani Sankalpa. Vidyani, you're lucky, you'll take a lot of pictures. Yes. Congratulations. Rickett Kruger. Annalyn Rigi. Akil Rahman. Oyediji Emmanuel. Gonna Pushpam Govender. Cynthia Tapiwa. Elwi Kelly. That's a good one. Francesca Kilo. Bemisola Moyo. Happy Goma. Ihab Rashid Ahmed. Immaculate Nambi. Ismail Felix. Juan Una. Johannes Albertus. Joshua Anta. Jovenel Habiyam Biri. I have practiced this all day. Congratulations. Happy at that. Jyoti Trivedi. Herman Wickus, sorry. Lomachosi Windy. Marine van Niekerk. Miron Bogali. Muhammad Ashraf Karim. Nira Bika. Congratulations, everyone. I will now hand to Mr. Shahidwani, my colleague at EBS. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Proud moment. I can see all the graduates here. My name is Shahidwani. I'm sure that you all remember me. We have communicated in one way or the other way many times over years, right? First of all, really proud of you all. This is a proud moment for you, for us, for the family members as well. Start with welcoming and congratulating all the graduates. But I believe if there is an equal contribution from someone, it will be from the family members. I'm not going to keep you much waiting there. It's one example that comes to my mind. There is something called a flywheel concept. Jeff Bezos explained it in a very simple way. You have to imagine a really big, heavy wheel. If you want to move this wheel, it needs efforts. It needs mentality. Most importantly, it needs contribution from everyone. Your contribution, our contribution importantly from your family members. But once you move this wheel, it gains its momentum. And then you don't need to do anything. That is the importance of family members that are besides you today. So I believe they are equally important in this ceremony today. I'm going to proceed with the next name, Paula Raja Kesavan. Arthur, sorry. I would like to call upon Arthur Level. Parvez Ahmed. Raghunathan Govinda. Again, I'm sure you are double proud today because we have Gana Pushpam Govinder here as well, the husband and wife. Yeah. Okay, yes, according to him, he got better marks. So we have Safa Mirza. Serena Govinda. Shalini Fernandez. Shrikesh Karya. Supriya Naik. Temitobe Kudirat. Thandika Zinehli. Tito Guevara, if I'm pronouncing the name right, I'm sorry. Tomasis Baruki. Virginia De Jesus. Wusi Justice. Zendile Netumbi. I know that I'm pronouncing it totally wrong. I can see that from your smile. Jiwai Cynthia. Adrianatus Masaki. Murad Zahir. Lealty Adele. I believe, Lealty, you have a couple of words to say, right?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Dear graduates, administrators, and family, my name is Lilti Tasfai, and I'm truly honored to be standing here in front of the class, which I refer as warriors, and congratulations to all of us. Today is a day we have been waiting to celebrate with our family, friends, and our loved ones. We have received today, whatever we received today is what we have been working hard for, and we did it, and again, congratulations to all of us. Since the emergence of the pandemic, there have been so much problem. People lost their lives, their opportunities, their jobs, their homes, and we're even forced to stay at home only with our thoughts. But we've passed through all this, and here we are today. As humans, we were affected mentally, physically, and even socially. However, some people coped up and used it for the self-development. It amazed me how the same individuals I'm talking about are here today and making it a reality. Most of us here are parents, especially thank you especially for the women like me, because we're mothers, we have a double responsibility, but yet we did it the right way. Please allow me to personally thank my family, my father, my mother, my siblings, my dearest husband, and my precious daughter. Without you, I wouldn't be here today, and I love you for that. Please, let's consider ourselves lucky, because there's so many people looking for this opportunity, but they couldn't get it. And I'm proud that we took the opportunity and we changed it to success. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much, Lealty. Now I'd like to call upon Mariska Labuschain. She is from the batch of 2020. Shahzad Aslam Khan. Dilshad Darse. So that is our graduates for tonight, but anyways, there are more things to come. I'm sure that you are aware that we have a student council that's operational. And we have the student council from 2020 as well, 2022 as well, sorry. So we have a video from the president of our student council, Ajuk Hussain, right from Kenya. Can we have the video?
I salute you all. I am Dr. Hussain Ajuk. I'm the president of the Student Council. I am a project manager in the Ministry of Health, Republic of Kenya, and I'm a proud MBA student in healthcare. I want to salute you all and those members who are physically in the graduation and those who are following online in this great occasion. I want to say we are proud of you and wish you all the best. On behalf of the Student Council and the student fraternity, we want to say thank you very much for your effort and thank you for this great occasion. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate the faculty for the design of the programs, because today this serves as an example that despite the nature of our work and commitment, there's still opportunity for managers to be able to study and work. I believe that this is a great opportunity and the whole world must acknowledge and appreciate what is happening in EBS. I want to be very particular and appreciate our faculty member Sadiq for resilience and for the great communication he has been doing to ensure that students get all what they need to pursue the academics. As I turn to you graduates, I want to say thank you very much. We are proud of you, and I want to request you, not just a request, but it's a demand that after receiving what you have received in EBS, to be good ambassadors, to ensure that you market our institute and let the people know the great things that you have achieved. I want to believe that as you are graduating, you are not the same the way you came to EBS. As students, we believe in Ubuntu, and that's the reason why we are proud of you. This is an African tale that says, I am because we are. So as you graduate, we are also proud and happy to graduate with you, and we believe that it's for a good cause that today you're graduating, and soon the rest of the students will also be able to graduate. I know it has not been able for a group of students to graduate because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but I want to thank the faculty for organizing and ensuring that we have this occasion. We are proud of you. Thank you very much, and I want to say on behalf of the Student Council and the student fraternity that we are proud of you, and thank you for making us proud, and we want to thank you and wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ajuk Hussain. Ajuk Hussain is the president for the Eaton Student Council for the year 2020. Now let's move on to one of the important moments for the event. This is time for us to cherish the achievements of some of the bright students who did exceptionally well during the time that they have been with us. First of all, I would like to call upon Mariska Labuschain, and she has done an exceptional work. She will be receiving the Research Award for Best Dissertation. And I would like to call upon our CEO, Feroz Thenarel, to give away the award. Some words from Mariska.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And tonight, we are all here because we took that first step. Good evening to the leadership of EBS, GMU, EBS Council, and my fellow graduates. My journey started back in 2019 when I reached a crossroad in my career. My first course was Introduction to Business Analytics. I felt quite at home being a bean counter in a finance department, so I loved the maths and the data analysis. Fast forward to December 2020, and the journey was over, just like that. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined what would happen next. Because of my MBA, I got 3 opportunities. My first opportunity, after 16 years in various finance roles, I left my office shoes, I traded them for safety boots and a hard hat, and I'm now part of the operations team. And just between us, I hope I never have to go back to finance again. My second opportunity was that I could apply what I learned immediately. Change management, problem solving, strategic thinking, data analysis. And the third opportunity, some days it is the hardest, but definitely the most rewarding, and that is leading a team of people. From working independently to being able to grow and develop and see your team members blossom. None of these opportunities would have not been possible if it was not for a business school like Eaton Business School. They guided not only that first step I took, but many steps thereafter. And although I finished more than a year ago, Eaton Business School continues to engage with me on a regular basis. Thank you, EBS, for being part of my journey. My journey is not unique. Each and every graduate here today has got a tale to tell. So, my fellow graduates, don't fall for that lie that one person cannot make a difference. Tell your story. Inspire others. Your actions count. Be the change. Believe in the power of one. Since I am from South Africa, it is just fitting for me to leave you with my favorite Nelson Mandela quote. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Well, we did it, graduates. Congratulations, it's done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mariska. One more award which is given for the research work for best dissertation. I would like to call upon Mr. Shahzad Aslam Khan to receive the award, and I would like to call upon Mr. Mashrook Ali to give away the award. Shahzad.
Honorable Dean, Dr. Vivek, respected Mr. Firoz, the dignitaries from GMU, and my beloved fellow learners, a very good evening to all of you. A lot of talk has been done about COVID-19, which started 2 years ago, when the humanity as a whole was facing one of the toughest challenges since World War II, I would say. We were losing our jobs, the businesses were getting closed, the mortuaries were getting full, the travel, the events like tonight, we were thinking that they are never going to happen. It was such a depressing time, but still, that was the time which brought the best out of many of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate all of you to make through this journey, and we all did it together. So we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, it became quite obvious that the world will not be the same when the pandemic would be over. For the next many years, the time will be defined as pre- and post-COVID-19. The lesson from the long evolution history of the mankind is that those who want to survive and stay relevant in the post-pandemic era must evolve and evolve now. All of you will agree with me that there is no tool more powerful than knowledge which has helped the human race in the wake of all challenges till date. My fellow learners, we were lucky to have found an excellent opportunity in the form of Eaton Business School, which promised us to equip us with the right knowledge and education to keep up with the changing world through and post-pandemic. When the opportunity came up, it was up to us to grab on it or let it go, hoping against hope that the world would be same when the pandemic is finally over. Today, as you all sit in this prestigious hall, I'm sure all of us bear witness to the fact that we did the rightest thing in our lives to embark on this journey. A journey which kept our dreams alive, a journey which kept us working 12 to 15 additional hours a week along with our jobs, our families, made us research through the long hours of night, sacrificing sleep and very precious family time. It made us learn new tools, produce quality assignments, and gave us the chance to challenge the best out of ourselves. My heartiest congratulations to all sitting here and to those who couldn't make it here tonight. I'm grateful from the depth of my heart to all the faculty members, the management, the academic advisor, and all of you must agree, Sadiq and Azam and Ashik, without whom we would not have been here tonight. And I'm especially indebted to you, Mr. Shahid, Because of his able supervision, I was able to get tonight's award. And last but not the least, my special thanks to my family, my brother who flew all the way from Pakistan to join me tonight, my parents who are sitting at my home watching me live, and my last and not the least, my beloved wife, Sumera, who couldn't make, unfortunately, because she's herself graduating from America and having one of the toughest times in her life. So I actually asked her to come, and she very politely refused because of her own studies. So my event tonight is kind of incomplete without her, but I would like to dedicate my award to her because she kept me going during all this journey. And I once again congratulate all of you, my fellow learners, and wish you very best in your lives. I thank you all.
Thank you so much, Shahzad. Now the final moment. We have the last award, which is Magna Cum Laude Award, which is considered to be one of the achievements that every student wants to have. It's given to someone who has exceptionally done well with the assignments, with the projects, plus the dissertation as well. First, I would like to call upon Mr. Anil Ahluwalia, who would give away this award. And let's put our hands together for Dilshad Darsi.
Beautiful crowd. Excuse the tears, I just... Good evening, esteemed faculty, administration heroes, fellow graduates, our dear families, friends, and our honored guests. Firstly, let me congratulate Mariska and Shahzad on your awards this evening. Your dissertations will undoubtedly stand other learners in great stead on their journey towards excellence, so yes to you. It really is a privilege to be here today in person, so I really want to thank Eaton Business School and GMU for making this evening happen for us, pushing forward and saying we will be doing in person. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate it. When I was informed of this felicitation, all I could think of, what does one say to a room filled with accomplishment? You certainly don't want to know how I got here, because you've all completed, yeah? So I thought it only right that I break you out into breakout rooms for 4 minutes, as we usually do, keep it interactive, and you come back and you deliver the speech, yeah? But instead tonight, and Mr. Anil, you pointedly said that earlier, as well as Mr. Shahid, that it's about the people, the unsung heroes. These are the people that make achievements like this happen. Allow me to introduce my tribe, my pillars, my unsung heroes. Riza, my husband, my two come and join me. My 4-year-old twins, Zafa and Radi. My beautiful daughter, Nisha, who is in South Africa watching this online. I love you. I miss you. And then Dr. Vivek, Mr. Shahid Wani, Mr. Mashruq Ali, Hamid Sadiq, and my dear friend, Eloise Kelly. I humbly accept this honor on your behalf. My tribe, without you, today would not have been possible. Riza, thank you for your unwavering support and sacrifice through this journey, for being the shoulder to lean on, encouraging me to push forward and reminding me why I was on this journey. Your love and support meant the world to me. To my 3 precious children, thank you for understanding why I had to lock myself away, writing assignments and developing a dissertation. Thank you for loving me the way you do. I am so very blessed. Dr. Vivek, it was just incredible. The guidance, the thought-provoking feedback that was gentle in the form of a friendly conversation, but it was filled with learning. And obviously, the support for my insatiable drive to do better. It was an honor to learn from you, Dr. Vivek. Mr. Shahid Wani, for the continuous support and encouragement to keep moving forward, laughing at my disgust at a 4% Turnitin score, and always reminding me not to be so hard on myself. I wanted to say today to you, you are memorable too. Mr. Mashruq Ali, for your continued commitment to excellence. The venue tonight, the stellar team that's there to support us every step of the way. We really appreciate that. To Sadiq, where are you, Mr. Blue Suit? He calls me troublemaker, by the way. Thank you for putting up with me. You survived the Dilshad era, so congratulations on your promotion too. You certainly deserved it. And what stood out was I would often write until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would have a question, and I didn't want to forget it in the morning, and I would WhatsApp Sadiq, and 3 seconds later I would receive a reply. He doesn't have a life. Darling Eloise, a woman of substance, someone that was going through the same journey as I at the same time. Thank you for bouncing ideas off with me, for venting about assignments, and having someone who's just understood it, that got it, the angst and the excitement. Never did I think I would gain such an amazing friend. So thank you. This is my tribe, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Our collective effort has yielded really stellar results together. Focus on where you want to go and not on that which you fear was my mantra. I stand here today with a heart filled with gratitude. So to my fellow graduates, it is your moment to rise up. Please stand. Take a moment and give your loudest and proudest thank you to your tribes. Here we go. To your tribes. I leave you with profound words by Nelson Mandela, because I'm also South African. There's a trend going on here, Mariska. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. God bless. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dilshad. So a round of applause for all the award winners. That will be it for me right now. I'm going to hand it over to Ms. Usha to carry on with the proceedings.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shahid and Ms. Salma, for the gracious presentation. And congratulations to our graduates. Every year, Eaton Business School is involved in various sustainable practices. This year, too, to make it special, we have chosen to contribute towards the green world. And we have a surprise for you, dear graduates. To give you more details on the same, let me please welcome Ms. Manisha Krishna, the co-founder of Sacred Groves. Come on.
Good evening and heartiest congratulations. I mean, it is such an emotional moment to see all of you here, graduating class of 2022, families, and I'm delighted to see little children. It's an incredible achievement to have managed to complete this program with all the challenges that you must have faced. It's an immense achievement. I think all of you have spoken so well. You've all deserve yet another round of applause. While it's my honor and privilege to be here as part of your celebrations, I also want to take a moment to, come back to reality and talk about the state of our planet today. So we all know we live in a climate emergency. Climate change is an existential crisis. And could I have the next slide, please? I mean, while these statistics are very, very upsetting and frightening, at Sacred Groves, we believe that we can do something about it. We can make a difference. Can I have the next slide, please? So we were inspired by the UN RED, which said in 2008 that just halting deforestation and stopping forest degradation could deliver up to 30% of the climate solution. So as Sacred Groves, what we aim to do is to protect and conserve existing natural habitats to preserve them from any further degradation. At the moment, Sacred Groves is protecting 3 forests, 2 ancient oak woodlands in the UK, and 1 Acadian forest in Nova Scotia, Canada. All these 3 forests were in some kind of threat of degradation. The 2 forests in the UK were up for sale for timber and would have been cut down if Sacred Groves had not protected and conserved them. The Acadian forest in Nova Scotia is an area where hunting is permitted, and the trees over there, the timber is available, the forest is available for timber. So by protecting these 3 forests, we have tried to protect a piece of nature. So the process of how we conserve or how we protect natural habitats, I think, was explained in the video, but I'll just take a quick minute to go through it again. So as Sacred Groves, the first step is that we protect and conserve a natural area. So this could be by way of a direct acquisition by the company, in which case the company owns the forest, or it could be by contracts or partnerships with various governments and large landowners. So where we discuss with them and we say, okay, we will help you to protect this and probably provide conservation finance for that area. So that's the first step, protecting the area. The second step is to virtually map the area and divide it into Sacred Grove clusters like you saw in the video. So pretty much we are creating a digital twin of the forest. And we break the digital image of the forest into what we call Sacred Grove clusters. I noticed a lot of you have specialized in analytics. So you would understand that when I say that each of these clusters is placed on the blockchain for security and transparency. Each cluster can be supported by environmentally sensitive people who we call guardians. I think somewhere we were also inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy, and we wanted a parallel for Guardians of the Earth. So that was our little take on it. So each of these clusters can be supported by guardians at a very, very nominal fee. And and by way of our dashboards, can I have the next slide, please? By way of the web and mobile applications that we have developed, you can track the progress of the clusters. So there is information on the area which is protected, the carbon sequestration, the pollution removal, which happens over the period of 10 years. Also, there are real-time indicators of what is happening in the forest, whether it is the forest temperature or the kind of species that are found in the forest, the survey reports of the forests, as well as images from that area. So the dashboards which are available on our platform will give you all this information. And as you saw in the video, you can gift these clusters. I mean, what better gift than a planet-friendly gift which you can gift on birthdays or anniversaries, or even as a simple thank you. Instead of carrying maybe a bouquet of flowers or a gift, you could send across a digital gift which really doesn't cost the earth and in fact goes towards protecting a piece of nature. really, I mean, I think 2, 3 of you have spoken about this. I am because we are. Also, we want to harness the power of one. Each one of us can make a difference. If a few million of us get together to protect natural spaces, to create that connection with nature, and to make sure that our planet is not degraded further, we can all achieve so much more. So this is really the whole thought behind Sacred Groves. We are trying to democratize conservation where everybody can play a part. Now, as all of you go out into the world, I'm sure you're really waiting to make an even bigger difference than you do at present. So the surprise really is that Eaton Business School has decided to partner with the Sacred Groves and support Sacred Grove clusters. And all the graduating class is receiving a Sacred Grove cluster as a graduation present. The next one. So it's not going to be easy. Climate change is a huge problem, but as you said, every big journey begins with a small step. One small step and we can start to make a difference. We don't have all the answers, but we've got to start somewhere. And as they say, nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something. So I'm going to take a minute to just guide you through the process of how you can access and accept your Sacred Grove cluster. So the first step is to please take out your smartphones, go to the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store, look for the Sacred Groves app. It is an SG logo, and can I have the list of the email addresses, please? Yes. So you would need to sign up with exactly this address. So when you open the app, it would ask you to sign up. Please use this exact email address that you have given to EBS and sign up, access the app, and click on accept. It's as simple as that. I mean, I'm here if anybody needs any assistance or if you have any problem accessing. Congratulations once again, and I hope you enjoy the Sacred Groves experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Monisha, for the presentation and for your valiant efforts. We wholeheartedly thank all our delegates who have come all the way from Guillermo Marconi University to grace this event. As the name announced, request you all to please come and accept our token of appreciation. I now call upon our Executive Director, Mr. Mashrook Ali, to present the memento. Join our hands for a loud applause as we call out the names. Mr. Alicio Erkumani, President and General Director, GMU. Ms. Carla Di Canto, Head of Communication Department. Ms. Paola Piermarini, Head of Dietetics Department. I now call upon our CEO, Mr. Firoz, to award the memento. Mr. Tommaso Sasso, Professor and Director of Marketing Department. Mr. Arturo Lavelle, Research and Development and International Relations Department. We would like to call on stage the founders of Sacred Groves, Mr. Vikram and Ms. Monisha, and to present this memento, I would like to call upon our academic director, Professor Anil Aluwalia. Proceeding further, I would like to welcome our dynamic co-founder and executive director, Mr. Mashruq Ali, to give us the word of thanks.
A very good evening to all. To our esteemed guests, students, family members, my family from Westford Education Group, and EBS in particular. It's such a pleasant day, and I'm thankful for everyone who are present here for making it so. You know, the thing with vote of thanks is that everything great has already been said. Yeah? Just the thanks remain. But again, thanks is such an overlooked aspect around us these days. Really, a truly heartfelt thanks can move mountains. Thankfully, there are no mountains to move. Let me begin with the biggest part of my gratitude, the students. Thank you all for wonderful opportunity and trust that you gave EBS with your decision to join us. Being a working professional, it is by default a demanding feat to pull off an MBA. So my thanks extend all the way from your first encounter with EBS to this moment and all great things that transpired in between. Yes, technology does make things efficient, but it's the human skill that take it to excellence. Personally, for that excellence, I turn to a group to whom I turn quite often to, the EBS team. Shall I have raise of hands of EBS team? Guys, these are the teams who have helped you go through your journey. Thank you. I really thank every single member of this team for putting up with me, for obviously putting up with the students, making sure the journey is as smooth as possible. The faculties, obviously, there are faculties who are supervising 15, 20, 30 students. So you, for one, when you call your supervisor, if he or she does not answer you or is delayed, please don't get upset. They are helping another student. Okay, so as we all continue our journey forward, let's stay grateful to everything that has transpired. Let's keep improving ourselves and raising the bars. And importantly, let's support each other and contribute to making lives more meaningful around us. And last, before I leave, there's a group who's been as instrumental in your journey as you are. Can you all, the graduates, please rise? Turn around, please. Give a round of applause to your loved ones. Thank you, and have a lovely evening.
As a token of appreciation, Mr. Alicio Akumani, can you please have this memento? Thank you, sir, for making it so special. Congratulations, everyone, on a personal note and behalf of Eaton Business School. Guess what? We've planned to capture this remarkable moment in a unique way with the cap toss tradition in the front view of this beautiful edifice. After the cap toss, you can engage yourself at the photo booth for some momentous pictures and videos. By 7:30, we would have the dinner served, followed by the music and dance at the Dome. I would like to thank the panelists for felicitating the ceremony and being part of the occasion of Eaton Business School. Requesting the volunteers to kindly guide the graduates and their families and friends to the designated area for the cap toss. Please. Thank you all and have a great evening ahead.
ഒരു ക്യാമ പുറത്ത് ഈ ബിൽഡിങ്ങിന്റെ ഫ്രണ്ടിലേ